Looks like we are live. Happy Thursday, loves. If this is your first time checking out my Facebook Live, thank you so much for checking it out. My name is Dani LeBerry. I'm a virtual licensed psychotherapist and a happiness transformation coach. So I typically work with people who are feeling unfulfilled, unhappy, overwhelmed, anxious, stressed out. So 3 weeks ago, on June 3rd, our last Facebook Live on that date was Summer Onset Seasonal Affective Disorder. 2 weeks ago, the Facebook Live was on Father Wound, and tonight's Facebook Live is on PTSD awareness. So let's jump right in. So PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. And I feel as though most people feel that PTSD, when you hear PTSD, you tend to think of veterans, you tend to think of soldiers, people that have experienced an event, something that is traumatic, meaning something that has caused emotional distress. It's a disturbing event, something along the lines of abuse or a natural disaster, some sort of an event that has caused emotional distress. So you don't have to be a veteran, you don't necessarily have to be a soldier, any sort of event. And this is the thing about trauma too, is technically no one can really tell you what you define as traumatizing, because everyone's, I guess you could say, like, level of pain or pain tolerance is different. So for one person, they might experience a situation or an event and not have any sort of emotional distress, whereas someone else might experience a very similar situation and may experience emotional distress. So I do want to mention that there is no actual, like, strict, rigid definition to say, okay, well, that you just went through, yeah, that's not traumatic. There is no definition of that sort. So if you feel you have experienced something, and we're going to go into the symptoms and the signs in a second, but there's no criteria that says, only these things are considered traumatic. If you have felt that you're experiencing emotional distress from this event, it could be considered traumatizing. So I just want to add that getting timely help and support would help alleviate the stress from escalating and worsening and developing into PTSD. After experiencing an event, some reactions include unpredictable emotions, flashbacks, nightmares, loss of appetite, trouble sleeping, headaches, nausea, thoughts that you just can't seem to control, physical symptoms when you're thinking about the event. You notice that you're irritable, constantly angry or edgy, you want to snap usually. Easily startled, often on guard, and also lacking interest in the things that used to bring you joy. So something that I want to mention, to the point when it really becomes an issue, is when it starts affecting your daily living. When things are affecting your everyday living, your daily responsibilities, when it's affecting your relationships, when it starts to come between you and your life, that is when you really want to seek and reach out for help. Seek out professional help. Some other things that I want to suggest also too that may support you if you're not quite sure, maybe you're not yet ready yet to seek professional help. You can always look online. There are free screening tests or screening. So screening would be like taking some questions in order to screen or determine if you truly do have PTSD. You can Google it. You could also go on talkspace.com/PTSD/test. They have a free online test. Managing your stress in the meantime, managing your triggers, learning about trauma and learning about PTSD, practicing relaxation techniques. These are all little things that you can do in the meantime. However, like I said before, if it is a recurring thing or you're noticing that it's really affecting your life, you may want to seek professional help. So if you have any questions or if anything came up for you while you were watching this, please don't hesitate to contact me. My email is Dani, D-A-N-I, @DaniLeBerry.com. Thank you so much for checking out my Facebook Live. Again, my name is Dani LeBerry. I'm a virtual licensed psychotherapist and a happiness transformation coach. Take care of yourself. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you on the next Facebook Live.